Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to see you again. I hope you've had a fantastic Easter. It's been probably the first time we've had some great sustained weather. And talking about sustained periods, we are still in Brexit mode. Yes, we are extended again. When that may be completed is, well, as good a guess as anyone's, including Theresa May's, which is a terrifying thought. Now, that said, there's been a huge amount developing within our world, the banking world that is. You would have seen that Societe Generale have made up to, well, it's up to 1,200 cuts now throughout Europe and the US, which signifies a lot of intent in many regards to what they're looking to do with their business. Equities has always been an area of, I guess, not even concern when it comes to SG. They've always had a very strong business, but whether their focus was always there in terms of the cash side has always been questionable. Whereas their derivatives business has always been extremely strong, and no doubt that will continue moving forward. So look out for what SG do further down the line. Now, obviously the Deutsche and Commerz talks rumble on. It seems that it will continue to progress. We've seen at the same time that Commerz are having, say, personal or private discussions with ING. It seems again that is unlikely to happen due to the Dutch board and regulators there. However, conversations will keep on going on. And at the same time, Deutsche Bank's asset management business, DWS, are in merger talks with UBS's asset management business. Now, if UBS and Deutsche, DWS, which I believe they own something like 77% of the business, if that comes together, they'll generate a $1.5 trillion business. Now, it's a huge business together, unfortunately, in comparison to the likes of BlackRock's, which I think is about $6 trillion under management. It is slightly insignificant, but however, a $1.5 trillion under management business is nothing to be sniffed at. And if that does continue, I think it solves problems both for DWS and for Deutsche and for UBS at the same time in the asset management business, and can create a very, very strong European franchise. Now, talking about Europe and more so the UK, the secondary markets in terms of cash equity research is down. As we know, it has been almost confirmed throughout between 30 and 35% in terms of revenues this year, since MiFID II has come in. This year has been heavily impacted. Now, in terms of the UK brokerages, in terms of their corporate business with Brexit seemingly clogging up every deal, IPO, capital raise, etc., throughout the UK market, it does seem that the UK firms, especially the corporate firms, are down up to 60% in terms of their revenues this year, which is obviously quite dramatic and hard to take for many firms, which is why you've already seen some mergers happen. Now, what we believe is likely to happen is another 6 months will roll past. Hopefully Brexit concludes one way or another, and the UK can move forward either with a no deal or what's seemingly likely to be is a deal scenario with Europe, which obviously means there'll be a smoother transition. Now, with that happening, it does open up, reopens the doors to potential IPOs and pipelines for the UK market, which should mean, and it really is a should at this point, 2020 should be a pretty decent year for the UK banks and brokerages, and hopefully that does continue further on. So automatically we've seen mass changes throughout the market. It will certainly continue as we rumble through 2019. We've got a huge amount to come forward with that. The best thing now, we are into the spring mode. The weather is certainly glorious. We are, well, I don't know about yourself, but when the sun comes out, there's always an air of positivity and energy that one gets, and hopefully you're starting to feel that yourself. And on that note, we've got a huge announcement coming from our side as well. I will have a book coming out sometime, hopefully this year, and this book looks at everything throughout one's career. At the moment, the title will be called A Survivor's Guide to Your Career Today. And within that, it will run through absolutely everything that you'll need, whether it's on a personal basis, a professional basis, looking at both the lifestyle side of professional world as well. So look out for that. We'll come back to you with a bit more detail as and when that comes through. But it'll be an absolute pleasure and privilege to put that out, and hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. For now, as always, it's been great speaking to you. I promise I won't leave it so long next time. The world is moving ever so fast, and you know that as well as I do. But be good to yourself, be good to everyone around you, be happy, be positive, and enjoy the great weather. I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.